Coming up, Salt Lake City police and SWAT teams find and arrest a homicide suspect. The timeline leading up to the arrest and how police were able to carry it out. Plus, a potential threat.
Plus app. New developments now on that deadly downtown shooting that happened last weekend. Salt Lake City police say the suspect is now in custody.
News specialist Brianna Chavez joins us live. And Brianna, what are you learning this afternoon?
Hey guys, good afternoon. No, police are identifying the suspect as 23-year-old Michael Trevino. He was actually arrested last night at his apartment in Poplar Grove. He's facing several charges, including murder and obstruction of justice. Now, he's accused of shooting and killing 35-year-old Anton Simanu last Sunday. And during the investigation, police were able to identify and locate Trevino. Now, just before 7 last night, the Violent Criminal Apprehension Team, along with the SWAT team, took him into custody. Police say they were able to do so safely, which could have been a more violent and dangerous situation.
And so in situations like this, we use our violent criminal apprehension team, who are highly trained detectives that track down people and have a lot of resources, as well as our SWAT team, who has a lot more resources and tools than, say, a patrol officer to help make sure that things stay safe and that we can actually safely take people into custody. So in these cases, we use those tools just to make sure that we don't have any issues and can arrest somebody, especially when they've been involved in a violent crime such as this.
Now, this shooting happened in a parking lot at the intersection of Pierpont Avenue and 300 South, again in downtown Salt Lake. Police say that several bystanders actually tried to save Simanu. It's still unclear if there's any connection between the victim and the suspect. I also asked police if they were able to locate the weapon involved in the shooting. They weren't able to give me that information because this is still an investigation, but they did say that they are still asking for the community's help. Anyone with information on Michael Trevino is asked to call police. Back to you.
All right, Brianna Chavez joining us live. Thank you very much for the update. Now, a threat of a school shooting is leading to one of the largest 9/11 tributes in the state will be set up on this field behind me here in Sandy. Coming up, I'll tell you about the volunteers behind this big effort. Also, when you can visit the healing field.
And dozens of people
Salt Lake City police say they have arrested the suspect in a deadly shooting from over the weekend. Officers say multiple tactical teams took 23-year-old Michael Trevino into custody overnight. They say he shot and killed 35-year-old Anton Simanu during a fight in downtown Salt Lake City on Sunday morning. Trevino is facing murder and obstruction charges. Police have not said if the suspect and the victim knew each other.
Well, new tonight, Lehigh City giving an update on
police right now to investigate. Taking a live look from Chopper 5 right now, flying over the Sandy City Promenade just south of City Hall. That's where one of the largest displays in the state is honoring the victims of 9/11. It'll be set up this evening. This is the 22nd year of the Sandy Healing Field.
Now let's head to the ground where News Specialist Sheriff Park is standing by. And Sheriff, for people that haven't been here on the ground, such a powerful memorial.
Oh, Mike, Ashley, it is absolutely incredible when it is all set up and you see those flags like this beautiful one behind us here flying. You get a sense of power, a healing, and gratefulness as you look at how many people sacrificed during 9/11. The field, as you can see behind me here, we saw it in Chopper 5. Right now, they are just starting that setup. It's going to take a few hours, but it will go very quickly once it all begins. Now, I want to look back at some of the healing fields of our past here as we talk about how this all came to be. Now, another powerful thing is the volunteers that come together to make this happen. This is the 22nd year, and every year dozens of people reach out to Sandy City asking to be a part of this. And this year they had 300 volunteers fill the available spots for tonight in just 30 minutes. Now, one thing that is very special with this healing field is the care that goes into each and every one of these flags. Again, 2,977 of them. With each flag, there is the name of a victim from 9/11 that it represents, also a paragraph about them. So as you walk through this field, you get to know these people that we lost. Now, the healing field was created by Colonial Flag founder Paul Swenson, and the company has supported it all these years, but this year it is being turned over to Sandy City. They will carry on this tradition. And coming up tonight at 6, we're going to talk to some of the volunteers who are here getting ready to help put these flags in the ground. We'll talk with the mayor about what it means for the city to take this over and how they plan to continue this tradition. For Live at 5 in Sandy, we'll send it back to you, Mike and Ashley.
All right, Shara, such a neat tradition. Thank you. Well, new at 5, more than my full forecast.
All right, Kristen, thank you. Right now, hundreds of volunteers in Sandy are setting up one of the state's largest tributes to the victims of 9/11.
New Special Sheriff Park joined us live from the Sandy Healing Field, now in its 22nd year. And Sheriff, this is a special tribute. It has been for a long time.
It has, and it is incredible. You guys, take a look at this effort. It was just, an hour ago, this field was completely empty, and now within about 30 minutes, this thing is full. When this is all set up, there will be 2,977 flags, one for each victim of 9/11. And here's how this all came together. So many volunteers. Each year, the city is overwhelmed with people wanting to come, wanting to be a part of this setup. This year, they had 300 volunteers fill all the available spots in just 30 minutes. Now, each one of them with their own personal reason for wanting to be here and help.
This is just a small way that I can give back. And I have my granddaughters with me here today.
It means a lot of support and proudness, being proud to be an American.
We lost many coworkers on 9/11 in the plane crashes, and then, as you can see from my hat, I'm also a retired naval officer, and so I had the distinction of having had friends that were lost in the Pentagon as well.
Now, really, everybody has their own personal story as to why they're here. We do have a lot of United pilots that are here putting up these flags. Now, this healing field was created by Colonial Flag founder Paul Swenson, and the company has supported it all of these years. But this year, it's being turned over to Sandy City to continue the tradition from here on out. I had a chance to speak with the mayor about that responsibility, and here's what she had to say.
I hope 100 years from now, families will be gathering here on the promenade to experience the healing fields and experience the retelling of the story of 9/11 and what that meant to us as a nation, and to appreciate the liberties we enjoy as Americans.
Okay. And one thing that is very special with the healing field is the care that goes into each flag. With each flag, there's a name of a 9/11 victim that it represents, also a paragraph talking about them. So as you walk this field, you get to know those people that were lost. Now, as we bring you out here live, it's pretty powerful just to watch these flags come out 2, 3 at a time. Volunteers who just showed up here, some just stopped by and saw what was going on, said, I want to help, taking the flags and then setting up, coming together so incredibly quickly here. This event will be open tomorrow through September 12th, which is Tuesday. All are welcome to come visit it. And for many, Mike, visiting the healing field provides hope, it provides healing, and it provides an opportunity to educate those younger generations, Mike, that may not know what happened that day, like many of us remember so vividly. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, I love seeing this. The American pride that you see there, you can just feel it, can't you? Incredible. Mm-hmm. Sheriff, thank you.
It's so nice. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, here's some good news for a Friday commute.
You're watching KSL News at 6.
Welcome back. Salt Lake City police say they have arrested the suspect in a deadly shooting from over the weekend.
Officers say multiple tactical teams took 23-year-old Michael Trevino into custody overnight. They say he shot and killed 35-year-old Anatoni Samanu during a fight in downtown Salt Lake City. That happened on Sunday.
2 men were arrested after the shooting for allegedly interfering with the officers. Trevino is facing murder and obstruction charges. Police have not said if the suspect and the victim knew each other.
Brighton High School says there will be...
Lauren, thank you. Remembering 9/11, tonight hundreds of volunteers setting up a tribute to help Utahns honor the lives lost on that tragic day 22 years ago. It is called the Healing Field, and once complete, the piece of land in Sandy will feature 2,977 flags, one for each victim of 9/11. 300 volunteers gave of their time to help set up the display, each with their own personal reason for wanting to help.
It means a lot of support and proudness. Being proud to be an American.
We lost many coworkers on 9/11 in the plane crashes, and then, as you can see from my hat, I'm also a retired naval officer, and so I had the distinction of having had friends that were lost in the Pentagon.
Each flag has a name of the 9/11 victim that it represents. There is also a paragraph about them. You can check it out for free starting tomorrow through Tuesday. It is right outside Sandy City Hall. It is an awesome sight if you have never been there.
So pretty. There are going to be a lot of volunteer and spirit, projects tomorrow because it's Volunteer Day.
Yeah.
Good weather for it.